Hello and welcome to the 2023 Heart of America Athletic Conference Softball Media Day. I'm your host, Reagan Harold at NAISB, home of independent NAIA softball coverage. Today, we are joined by the defending Hart champion head softball coach for the Central Methodist Eagles, Pat Reardon and Caitlin Kaiser. Coach and Caitlin, thank you so much for joining us today. How are y'all?
Great. Thank you for doing this.
Doing
Yes,
good.
sir. Absolutely. Coach, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about Caitlin and just how much she means to the Eagle program.
Caitlin will be with us, a true senior, so this will be her fourth year. She played kind of a multiple of positions since she's been here, but she's always a very solid person to have on the field. You can tell by her garb, she's in the medical field as far as academically. She's an academic All-American as well as being an all-conference player. So we count on her to do a lot of things, kind of a calming presence for us, because I know what I'm going to get out of her. And again, looking forward to her senior year and then having to do great things in the real world.
Yes, sir. Caitlin, let's learn a little bit more about you. What is your major? Kind of found that out, but what tell us more about your major and where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and my major right now is biology with a minor in psychology, and I plan on going to PT school in this summer at Mizzou.
Awesome. Love that. Coach, your softball facility has received some significant upgrades this year, brand new turf field. How amazing has that been for your program, and how excited are you and your staff for that?
As far as, our baseball team kind of got it going, and then we finally saw it to fruition here, and we're on it for the first time in September. Being an older guy and a traditional guy, I was kind of hesitant to go to the turf route because I like the dirt, I like the grass. But after this fall, not having to pick up a rake and not having to drag the field and put on the tarp and things like that, it's going to be great. We lost a lot of games last year due to weather and things that were out of our control. Our administration, again, has done a tremendous job of trying to keep us at the elite level of facility wise. So this is just another step in doing that. I think the girls are used to playing in it. We'll be the fourth team, I think, in the conference that has turf. We practice indoors in a turf facility. So now it's going to be finding some place to play on dirt so we can get used to when we go play fields with dirt, to make sure we don't forget how to do that either.
Absolutely. It's always going to be a challenge. You play on dirt, you prepare for dirt fields and vice versa. Caitlin, what about yourself and your teammates? How excited are y'all to be on that new turf field?
We're very excited. It looks really nice. It's a very good setup for us now. And just like our coach Reardon said, that we don't have to tarp, we don't have to rake anymore. So that takes a little bit of strain off of us. It's just going to be adapting to it and changing between dirt and turf throughout the season.
Awesome. Coach, something that I always find really special in sports is when you find a guy that gets to go back to his alma mater and be successful there. I tell I'm big University of Georgia fan, celebrating Kirby Smart doing that. I'm sure you'd love to have that back-to-back national championship success eventually. But, being a head coach as an alum, how much does it mean to you to have this new facility and being able to lead your new program into the future?
It's great. And, I'd like to have Kirby Smart's paycheck is what I'd like to have sometimes.
Right.
That'd be nice.
Absolutely.
But no, just to see, again, from our administration, Dr. Drake, when he got here, he made an emphasis on making us a top flight, not just softball, but top flight academic or athletic and academic program. And, there's things that we've done as far as being, preseason number 8 and, just having our conference championships and things that we've done. It's obviously through the players that play here, through the administration, through my coaching staff, just everybody that's bought in. And it starts at the top. But to be here at the alma mater, I really don't know anything else. This is where I've been since 1986. So, I've been here a long time, and just to see the growth and the things that we've done, and now just trying to keep that up. And again, it's great to come here and be able to do this, and not only do this, I'm kind of tangent now, but to be able to do this with my dad, who's on the coaching staff for the last 18 years, and then my daughter who played here and now comes back and helps us part-time. Those are all important to me.
That's incredible. I just love hearing those stories. You're a CMU guy through and through. Something that CMU does very well is preparing in the regular season, going out and facing tough competition before y'all get into a very, very good conference in the heart of America. This year, you're headed down to Gulf Shores, great tournament down there. Can you tell us a little bit about that tournament and the competition that you'll face down there?
Yeah, we started going down there about 10 years ago, and we were really outclassed the first couple of years we went down there. But I kind of set the goal to get down there, see some of those teams, prepare ourselves for coming back to the conference, and I think the formula has really worked. But I love going down there. The girls like going down there. It's not a vacation by any means. You're going to see a lot of top 10, top 20 teams down there, and we usually get tested, and it's great facilities, usually great weather, and it kind of is our kind of builder for, we know when we're driving back from that it's time to get ready to go.
Absolutely. Caitlin, how excited are you to go down once again and Gulf Shores, Alabama, and most importantly, get out of that cold Missouri weather?
I'm very excited. I really like to see the teams that we don't normally see and test ourselves competition wise, but it's also a chance for all the girls to come together in a big bus ride, live that long of hours together. It kind of forces you to come together as a team.
Absolutely. I do know a thing or two about that mid-Missouri winter. I attended Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri for about a year and a half before transferring to Weber. But so, yeah, believe me, I am much happier down here. I'll take the hot summers over those winters any day of the week. Coach, what do you hope to see from your team in these big non-conference games at the start of the season?
It's going to be a lot of our pitching, to be honest with you. We probably will have 3 to 4 to 5 potential new starters, and our whole pitching staff will be new. We had an unfortunate injury, in the fall with one of our returning pitchers. She'll be out for the year. So it's literally, we're probably bringing in about 0, maybe 10 innings of experience from the last couple of years. So that's going to be our biggest test. Get some of these young girls tested, a couple of our JUCO girls tested, and get them used to what it's going to be to play in this conference and to be a top-ranked team.
Right. So not a whole lot of pitching coming back for y'all, but what about in the lineup and in the field? Who is coming back from that Hart championship team?
We'll start with Caitlin. She's coming back. And again, she can play multiple positions. We had her playing third base a lot in the fall. She can go to the outfield. She can play second base. Our All-American, Madison White, should be back at shortstop, led our team in hitting and had a great year. We do have some experience behind the plate with Kaylee Parker and Lauren Hill. They both split time last year catching. And then our outfield with Kalina Oots coming back in center field, our leadoff hitter. And then there'll be some questions around it. But first, Daly Garland, Natalie Guerrero will be battling for second base. And then it's kind of up in the air. We've got, like I said, we could have 3 to 4 new freshmen that are going to be helping in our lineup. So this is not the same team that we were last year. I think we're as talented, maybe a little deeper. But I don't know that we have, like I said, the All-Americans in the circle yet to make that run.
Yes, sir. You can have a good lineup that goes out and scores 6, 7 a game, but if you got a pitching staff giving up 8 or 9 a game, it's going to be some exciting softball, but I'm sure put some gray hairs up for sure.
Yes, sir.
Caitlin, tell us a little bit about your softball journey and, when did you start playing the sport and how did you end up at CMU?
Yeah, so I started very young. My family is a big softball family. So I started when I was 5 and started with T-ball and all of those. And it's been a great journey playing through high school, competitive all these years. And I was recruited my junior year of high school. And I just knew that CMU was the community that I fit into the best and the program was for me. And so I've been here 4 years and it's been a great 4 years with me with this community.
Amazing. Awesome. Hey, I want to leave y'all each with one question. Caitlin, I'll start with you first. As an athlete in this conference, obviously a top tier NAIA conference, and y'all will have one of the biggest targets on y'all's back coming in, winning the conference last year. What's it like on a week in and week out basis playing in the Heart of America conference?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure from the outside for everybody gunning for us this year, basically, but it's also pressure on ourselves to live up to that and to prove that we are better than last year and that we can go further. And that's what we want to do this year.
Absolutely. Coach?
It's the players, the coaches, everything seems to get better in this conference, and it's once you've been at the top, if you don't finish back at the top, then something's wrong with you. So that's the pressure that we kind of face as coaches. But like I said, I think I've got one of the best coaching staffs in the country. Our culture here, the things that we do, I think we've really established what that means, and it doesn't. I have to reinforce every once in a while, but just like Caitlin said, they know. What we expect, and they're gonna have to come get us. And like I said, but there's a lot of great teams in this conference this year.
Awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be a great season in the Midwest, the Heart of America Conference. Coach and Caitlin, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day. Good luck this season. Go Eagles.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.